If you can hear me, we are live. Just comment in the chat box, I can hear you. If you can hear me and you can see the screen, just comment in the chat box, I can hear you and I can see your screen. Can you all hear me? Alright. So if you can hear me, let's just take 6 minutes of our time. Then we'll start officially by 8:10. So let's use 3 minutes of our time to just comment your name. Just comment your name, what you are calling from, and what you do. So just comment your name, where you are calling from, and what you do. Let's do that for 3 minutes. Then we'll officially start by 8:10, and we'll have the 15 minutes all to ourselves. So just comment your name, where you are chatting from, and what you do. Just for me to get to know you guys better and for me to communicate better. So just introduce yourself. We have 2 minutes left. Your name, where you're calling from, and what you do. So just introduce yourself in the chat box. Alright. I'm seeing a lot of comments and okay. We just have 2 minutes and we'll start. This is just an opportunity for us to wait for others so that we can take everyone along and no one will be left behind. And if you stop hearing me or if you have issues with hearing me, just leave a comment because I can see the comments that you can hear me. And if you can also see my screen, just comment what you can see on my screen. If you can see the chat on my screen, just comment that I can see the chats on your screen, so I know that you guys are with me once we start and we don't have to start checking and wasting time with all that. So you can see the chat on my screen. Someone is saying there's no chat on the screen. Okay. How about now? Can you see it? Someone is still saying the screen is blank. Alright, let me fix it. So can you see my screen? Can you see my screen now? What is happening? If you can see the screen, okay, you can see my screen, right? All right, everyone is saying that they can see my screen, so let's jump in because we're already 1 minute behind. Okay, all right, so let's start. Let's get to business. So all right, since you can see my screen, then okay, that's enough. That's enough for me to know. So this actually works. Let me add the slides that we're going to use. Let me add the slides that we're going to use for this. For the now you can see my screen. I just want to share the slides with you all so you can see the slides before we jump back to the chat. I just want to share the slides that we'll be using before we jump back to the chat. So I'm sure you can see my screen. You can see the slides. I'm sure of that. Okay, so welcome. As I already said, you guys have introduced yourself, and the class is scheduled for an hour, which we have already used 10 minutes from our time, and we are left with 50 minutes. And we'll try to use the 50 minutes for our best advantage. So one is saying that you can't see my screen. You can't see the slides I'm presenting. This is it's making it hard for me to communicate. You guys are saying you can't see my screen. Alright, on one side showing, so we're back on track. Alright, so I know you already know the possibilities of trading and how trading can change your life. You're on this call because you know the possibilities of trading. So let me not bore you with a long talk about trading and its possibilities. But because for you to be on this call, you want to start trading, you know that trading can give you the life that you want to attain to. And you know that trading can make you money. And I always tell people that trading is not for you to make money. Trading is for you to multiply money, no matter how little the money is, right? Trading is an avenue for you to multiply the money you already have. So no matter how little the money can be, but don't come to trading with the mindset of I want to start from scratch and make all the money from trading. So like take a look at my trading community and see how trading has put a lot of smiles on people, not just financially free but also a community for them to communicate. Because when you're starting out, especially on the online space and making money, you are kind of alone, so you need a community that you can easily run to, ask questions, and they will direct you, especially in trading. So this like the community and share chats, ask questions, and the trade, they learn how to trade, right? So before we dive into like the main context of this trading, I just want to tell you a story, right? And this story is just about a girl, and this story is just for you to know that for you to have a particular mindset about trading, right? There's a girl who wasted time in copywriting. She was learning how to do copywriting, like you see where everyone is telling you learn a skill and all. So she started from scratch, started learning copywriting, but she was still very broke, like down to broke, because she knew she would get into trading, right? But she thought trading needed like the biggest capital ever. So she saw trading as when she finally makes money, she would invest it in trading. But she never knew that trading wasn't how she pictured it. And I'm sure everyone has pictured trading in this sense, that when they have big money, like millions of naira, they just push it to trading like they're doing real estate. But they don't know that they can start trading from the littlest capital they have. And that's why a lot of people have wasted time, and people are still where they are doing the wrong things, because trading that they know can change their life, they have assumed that they needed to become big or to have all the money in the world before they start. Yes, you need money to trade, right? But you don't need the whole money in the world. As little as in Nigerian currency, as little as $12, that's like 20K, you can start your journey in trading, right? So this is a story about this girl, and let me just tell you, this girl is me. I wasted about 2 years in the wrong thing. I wasted about 2 years in copywriting thinking it was for me. Not that I was not good at what I do. I was exceptional at what I do. But that was not for me. I wasn't making money in copywriting, right? I knew trading would change my life. I knew I was meant for more, right? I knew I could create more, right? But I assumed that I needed to be the best before I could start this. Just one day, I asked this question to someone. I asked, Forex trading or crypto, what should I go for? The person said Forex trading. That was the day. And I asked, can I start with 20,000? The person said yes. That time dollar was right around 1 2, and that was like 12,000 or so. That was the first day that my life changed, just asking those two questions. So let's continue and just dive right in, because we honestly, you guys still can't see the screen. Oh god. I just checked the chat now, and I'm seeing that you guys still can't see my screen. Oof. What should I do now? And seeing this screen will make it easier for you to take notes, because there are a lot of things that you need to take notes with. Okay, you can see the screen, right? Alright, that's fun. That's good, because some things you need to take notes from the slides, and when we get to the chat as well. So I just hope you guys can see my screen. But if you can't see my screen, please kindly communicate in the chat box, because it's essential for you to see my screen. That's how you learn faster. You can take screenshots and all. You understand? Alright, so I've told you guys about the story and the possibilities of trading, and that you should not assume anything. If you know that this is path you want to follow, go straight in, no matter whatever. Just ask questions, and when it's an opportunity for you to learn, don't miss it. So you can believe in your realistic dreams of how trading can buy you a Lambo and all. That is possible, but there's a process to get there, right? I know you have seen a lot of unrealistic pictures of someone saying, I started trading and boom, this is my life. But the first thing you should know, that trading is something that can take your life from point A to point B. But the bridge that takes you to that point B is multiplication, and it's a good foundation, and it's knowledge, right? So yes, you can start trading. You can start trading today, and that's just an opportunity for you to know that okay, the good life, you can have this good life in the future, because you are doing something that can create that life. Trading can create the good life you want, the millions you want, right? It's different from you starting out, and let's say you are doing a very small business that gives you like $1 or $2 or $3 a day. That one, you can never picture a big life with that business, but with trading you can picture a very big life, and that's the possibilities. But there's a bridge that can take you from point A to point B, and that is multiplication. For example, the question is, you ask yourself, how do I go from making $100 to making 500? Then how do I go from making 500 to making 1,000? And how do I go from making 1,000 to making 5,000? In trading, I normally advise that you go for growth. You don't go for gambling. No, when you see yourself as growth, then you can see that, okay, you are making the most from this. So someone that takes his life from 100 to 500, right, then from 500 to 5,000 and loses it all back to 10, that person is not growing. That person is still going to remain stagnant. But if you can gradually take your life from 100 to 500 to 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 slowly like that, that is growth that you are maintaining. So when you're entering trading, come with this mindset that I am here to grow. Don't come with that I want to make all this money. No, you will lose it. I assure you. I have friends that have made millions and have gone back to square zero, like literally square zero. And the only thing that made me not to go back to square zero, and I'm here talking to you today, is because I understood growth before I came into trading. I understood that I came with it in a growth mindset. And all this is possible if you have a foundation. And all this foundation all this foundation you build is going to make your growth fast, fun, and knowledgeable. If you have a good foundation, if you know what to do in trading, for you not to get stuck, you need to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. If you just know these three things, then your foundation in trading is already solid. Is literally solid, because it's something that is easy, right? It's easy, you can make money easily, but things that they say are easy always comes with its thorns that are not always shown. So as I keep explaining to you, okay, I just came back to the chat and someone is saying it's blurry. And no, the screen is blurry, but you can hear me, right? You can hear me. Can you guys hear me now? Can you see the screen, and can you hear me? If it's blurry, just go to check YouTube, right? Just click those three buttons by the side, increase your quality of your video, take it to 480 or to 720p, then you can see my screen clearly. Just the three dots by the side, you see where they say increase quality, take it to either 480 or 720p or 1000, depending on the highest you can get. It will no longer be blurry. All right, so there's the topic: how to make your first $500 plus trading the forex market. I put $500 plus because this is a beginner's class, and I know maybe people have made 500 and you're not going to stay stuck at 500. That's why I put 500 plus, because as you're making money, I assume that when you make 500, you make 1,000, you make 10,000, you make 20,000. That is how I assume growth is. I don't assume you make 2,000 and get back to 500. No, that's why I say 500 plus. So if you have made 500 before, still stay in this class, because it's going to teach you how to make 1,000. And if you have made 1,000 before, stay in that class, it's going to teach you how to make 10,000. So that's why I didn't put a limitation to this, and I put that plus at the back of it. So I also want to ask you guys a question, right? How much is $1 now in Nigerian currency? Just quickly check Google or something and just write it down in the chat box. How much is $1 now in Nigerian currency? And if you are not in Nigerian, how much is $1 now in your currency? Just write it down in the chat box. Just put your assumptions. From my own assumption, $1 is around 16 or 17. That's 1,600 naira. I'm in Nigerian. So if just write it in the chat box, how much $1 now is in your currency or in Nigerian currency. This is just for us to interact. It's for us to interact and for us to know where we are heading to. All right, I'm saying 16 naira, 1607. All right. I like that you guys are engaging. Okay, so you know that this is 1,600. Just $1 is 1,607 in Nigerian currency. So now that you know how important earning in dollars is, as you can see, the Nigerian currency is 1.6. Check what you do to make money, right? Ask yourself this question, right? Do you see yourself having the opportunity to make $1,000 in a day? Like, just sit down and ask yourself this question. Now we're talking about hope, right? We're talking about a picture, a bigger picture, right? With whatever you are doing, picture this. You want a good life. You want a nice life. You want a life of freedom. With whatever you are doing now, do you see yourself ever making $1,000 in a day? Because the life you want to build, you need to make more than $1,000 in a day to achieve that life. Whatever you are doing now, do you see yourself making $1,000 in a day? It's just, you can just comment that in the chat, bad boss. But if you don't want to comment it, you can just think about it, right? But one thing I love about trading is, right, it's giving you that hope alone that you can make this in a day. It's giving you that possibility, that hope. You know that hope is enough for you to create a lot of things, right? And trading is giving you that hope that you can make 1,000 in a day. So that you have that hope, it's time for you to work towards it. But whatever you're going to do now, right, if you cannot see yourself making $1,000 in a day, there is no possible way you can work towards it. You will always be confused because what you are doing cannot create the life that you want. But for you to see in trading, right, whether crypto trading, forex trading, you can see yourself creating a life which of this kind of life. You can see yourself making $1,000 by creating this life with trading. And the fun part of this is that you can just do it, especially those that really don't like to communicate to people, this and that. You can literally be in your house and trying to create wealth. You can be in your house and trying to change your life. You can log in from the world, the media, and change your life. That is the possibilities of trading. I'm just trying to tell you so that you know that, okay, this is something that should go in with all seriousness, and it's something that you shouldn't go in with the mind of giving up, because this thing has the tendency of taking you to another different level that you want to go to, right? So okay, now let's do a mental picture. I like mental pictures because it's helping you to plan. Just close your eyes and picture the life you want in 2026. We are in May of 2025, right? So just close your eyes and picture where you want to be by 2026. I did this for some people when they were 2024, and they messaged me by this time around that the picture, they didn't have a picture of themselves, and the picture they had in 2025 was completely different. But what I told in 2024, I've completely changed at 2025. And I will say this again. Close your eyes and picture where you want to be in 2026. You have pictured that life, right? So now is the question, what can you do and how fast can you do it to get you there? Because a lot of people today set plans and goals, right? And by 2026, they are pushing that same goal they set in 2025 to 2026. They keep pushing it. I'm sure that people push goals for 2024, 2025, and you have not still hit that goal. Maybe the goal can be to be making this by this, and you are still 2025 of May. You see how the month is running, and you have not made anything. You have not even grown. It's because you didn't picture your life and you didn't have what it takes to get there. So I'm just giving you guys a clear mental picture of where we are going to, so that you guys will take this class as serious as possible, right? This is a free class, right? This is a free class does not mean that you shouldn't take it serious. This is a free live training that I'm going to say a lot of things that I may not even plan to say, but I'm going to say to share as much value as possible I can with you about trading, right? So let's get into sure. So I'm not going to lie to you. Trading requires knowledge. You may not flip to $10,000 in a day, but it is possible after learning and practicing. You will need to invest at least 2 hours a day for you to learn and trade. I'm telling you that you need to add at least 2 hours a day because you need to practice the charts. You will need to learn some things. Trading is not real estate that you put your money and wait for it to grow, or sporty bets that I don't know how you guys do it, but you flip money or gamble. No, trading actually needs to be present in certain ways. At least 2 hours a day is possible for you to have and learn and change your life. So if you're in this call thinking that you want to take 500 to $1,000 by tomorrow with zero knowledge, please, this is not for you. But if you're someone that is here that you want to take this knowledge and see how you can gradually change your life and practice, then this call is for you. So this is the direction of the class. I already posted this on the WhatsApp group. What you will learn today is, this is a direction, right? How trading really works, the mindset of wealth, and what of the class. This is where we are going to head into, and this is what you're going to learn in the class, right? This is the scheme we're going to follow to meet up with that direction. How to place trades, trading tips to avoid losses that took me a year to learn, the right approach to forex trading, how to spot and select the right pair to trade, what is trading strategy, and the 2-minute strategy to flip or grow any account size. So these are the 5 things that we're going to discuss in this class. So get seated, because we're going to try as much as possible to discuss all this in 30 minutes, because I have an engagement by 9 p.m. So we're going to try as much as possible to get all this done in 30 minutes. I may speak a little fast, I know, but just try to follow me and don't get distracted at all, so you wouldn't lose me or miss anything I'm going to say. I know that there's going to be a recording, but for you to be live, it's better because you'll be more focused listening to me now than having to watch the recording you get. So this is a notice before we go ahead in this class. I got a message that people were saying that somebody messaged them with other things, and no, I will not message you first, and do not respond to anyone pretending to be me or messaging you with ulterior motive. I have added you guys to groups so that I can easily communicate with you guys. I am not going to message you first. I love you guys and I want the best for you, so that you won't say that the channel I had was a medium to scam you. I will never ever message you first. So if you get a message that maybe requires me, or someone is messaging you that trading and all from the group, then just kindly ignore it, because it's not me. So let's get to business, right? These are the most requirements for trading. You need money to trade. You can fund as little as $12 and above, preferably $30 and above. Easier for risk management and all, but you will need money to trade, right? You cannot just trade without money. People that trade demo, right? I feel like you're wasting your strength and mind and everything on demo, because you can take that skill, right, and gather some money and put that and trade the live market. When I say trading, right, I didn't start with demo. I wanted to grow fast. I wanted to challenge myself. Demo is something that is just like someone say, okay, you can trade without money. I tell people that if you want to learn to trade, at least have small money. Better you not even start learning how to trade without cash. Just start so you can implement ASAP. I am keen on implementation. Have money, start learning, practice. That's why we have different backtesting apps. I'm going to communicate that. Backtesting is where you go and practice on the charts, right? You just play the charts without having to forward test like live trade. Then you practice with real money. A broker, you cannot trade without a broker, right? A broker is like a bank, something like that, which helps you. It's like a middleman between you and the chart. You cannot trade without a broker. I sent a lot of links to the group before this class on how to create your broker account, MT5 account, TradeView, and all. So I sent those links before because of this class, so that we don't get confused trying to learn everything at once in the class. So if you want to create your broker account, the WhatsApp group, you can just check the description. You see a link to create your account, and all. An MT5 and TradingView is for placing trades and analyzing the charts. I already sent a link to the group on how to connect your MT5 with your broker account and how to use TradeView. TradeView is where you analyze the charts, like seeing those charts, those candlesticks that you have seen. and knowledge. You need knowledge to trade, because you cannot be trading when you are lost. You need a direction, and that is knowledge. You need to know what you're doing. Also, at the end of this class, I would ask you guys to enroll in the AniTrade Hub Forex Academy. Zero pressure. This is just for me to tell you guys at the end of the class that you should have it in mind that if you want to progress with the knowledge you have learned here, and if you want to learn more, that there's an academy for you, and I'll talk more at the end of this class, right? The academy is like for traders who can share your trading journey, where you learn my fail-proof strategy that took me 2 years of my life to learn. So I'm just telling you guys now, so in case you have it in mind, there's a place for you to progress to after this class, so you don't get lost. So let's get started. So this is a free training, right? And I pray I give you guys my best today. So all I need for you is to stay with me to the end. So I need you guys to promise me that you make use of this opportunity to change your life, and you not see this as somewhere you can come and while away time. I pray you guys, and I plead with you guys that you shouldn't waste the knowledge I'm going to share here, because it's like as if I wasted my time in vain. So I also pray I give you guys the best and all the value I hold. So let's start, right? How to play straight. Firstly, everyone here have watched all the intro videos I sent to the group before qualifying this for this class. So I'm sure you know what is MT5, what is straight view, and what is Xness. I'm not going to talk about this here because we don't have time. You need MT5, trade view, and Xness. Xness app, trade view app, and MT5 app. You can use MT4, MetaTrader 4. If you don't have those apps, after this call, write it down, download these 3 apps. This is what you are going to use. To create your Xness account, click the link in the description of the WhatsApp group to create your account, right? So I'm going to talk about all this. This is just trading tips to avoid losses that took me a year to learn, right? The first one is to guard your mental environment. That is the people you associate with. Mainly you start trading, there are 2 ways people will look at you. They will look at you as someone that is wasting time, and they look at you as someone that have money. So you need to guard your mental environment. If they look at you as someone that have money, you'll be pressured to make money, and this will make you lose a lot of money because you begin to gamble. And if you have people that are going to doubt you, people that are going to laugh at you, people that are going to discourage you, kindly leave that environment. I always advise traders that once you start trading, right, be surrounded by people that are trading, people that are better than you. This will make you grow, honestly. Don't be alone. Don't be alone trading. You will not grow, because nobody for you to mirror, nobody for you to see they can push you to do more, to leave the limit or the zone that you are now. So as you're seeing this call, right, try to connect with people. Try to be in a community of traders that you can see their results, see their progress. To motivate you to grow. Secondly, don't start with the mindset to outsmart everyone or know it all. Many people start with trading because they want to make money more than someone, or prove to someone that they have made money, or try to outsmart a friend that is trading, or they have the feeling that okay, they have learned and they are confident enough. Don't start trading like that. You will fall in the middle. You will fall in the middle. Don't start trading with the mind to outsmart or to make money more than someone, or to prove to someone that you are making money. It's your life. You are proving to yourself that you can change your life. So don't prove to anyone. Prove it to yourself that you're capable of changing your life. Because the moment you begin to prove to someone, you are going to fail. and you will not be able to take responsibilities for mistakes that you make. Thirdly, don't start with a gambler's mindset. Trading is not something that you come and gamble. This is not sporty bets or whatever it is, or other skill. This is something that you are trading the financial market. Bigger people are trading this. You are a smaller in the game, so don't come here trying to gamble. This is a financial market. This is something that you are trading currency, money. The fourth one is keep learning even when you start making profit. The most mistake that have taken people from making money to squandering it all and going to zero is that they stop learning. They feel they know it all. They feel like no need to learn. You just come on the chat every morning and trade. Up to today, I'm still learning. Until I'm 70, I will still keep learning. So even if you start making profit, keep learning, because a lot of things changes. There are trends, right? Things change. You need to be valuable. You need to also learn from other people's experiences. Like, you are here learning, you are learning from my own experience. Always risk what you can afford to lose. Once you start trading, right, I know trading is going to make you money, right? But this life, you take risks. Every single thing for the good life is risks. Every single thing for the good life, I will say it is risks. So risk what you can afford to lose. And when I say risk what you can afford to lose, I don't say you should start staying at the sidelines and being scared. No. You don't have anything to lose now. So that's what I mean, risk what you can afford to lose. Right now, you don't have anything to lose. If you don't have a family, you don't have anything to lose. If you are a young person trying to go, you don't have anything to lose. So literally risk it, right? Risk it, because it's something that's going to change your life. It might sound funny, right? I'm telling you to risk and all, but take that risk. Take that risk. Take it. Take it. You don't have anything to lose now. Nothing. Nothing at all. So don't trade all the money you saved up for a long time, right? And what I mean that, don't trade all the money you saved up for a long time at once. Break them down and into parts, right? You fund 10 today, fund 10 tomorrow, right? And you, luckily, you can even have the beginner's luck and take that money to desired amount. Just that a lot of big people with beginner's luck have lost their money because they didn't know how to manage money. They started spending lavishly. Don't leave your job because you are found trading. That's why you can use your nights, you can trade. That's why they have different sessions in trading. I'll talk about that. What's people telling you to quit your 9 to 5? Don't quit though. If you have anything giving you cash, don't quit it. Trading is not for the broke. Demo will not make you rich. You're just wasting your effort on demo. So don't quit your job. Don't try it at all. I'm putting emphasis on this. I'm like telling you guys the reality. The reality. I just came out to the chat and someone is saying this, I don't know if the person joined late because the messages are coming. But I'm sure you guys can see my screen, right? Please, if you can see my screen, just message in the comments. I can see your screen, because I just came into the chat and this last message I'm seeing now is kind of confusing. Just if you can just see my screen, like one text is enough to just make me know and be sure that you guys can see my screen. So just one text is enough if you can see my screen. Let me know, then I'll proceed. Someone is saying you can't see the screen. Do you join late? Okay, you can see. I think the person commenting joined late. Alright. So now, are you ready to change your life with trading? If you are, let's get to business. Like, let's get to things that talk about trading and keep motivation aside. First, this is the right approach to trading. You earn, save, multiply, you preserve. You earn, you have a source of income to generate capital for you to trade, right? Even if you're starting from scratch, you don't have nothing at all now. You are down to zero, right? There's a way you can make income. You can save. You can have this, right? You can have ways to create capital, right? Just have a source of income to generate capital for you to trade. You need money. Everything in this world you need money for everything, right? So just find a way to generate the lowest capital as possible. Save. Since 50% of the income, trade with 50%. Never trade all you earn at once, so that you will not be scared and you will not end up giving up on time. A lot of people have given up in trading right at their breakthrough. Like literally at their breakthrough, they have given up because they cannot carry it. Right at their breakthrough. People start from zero, from the poorest of the poorest homes, and they are successful now, all because they understood all this I'm trying to say. Multiply. You grow your money with trading. This is the right approach. You earn, you save, you multiply your money. You can start multiplying from 10, you take it to 100, 1,000. Before you know it, you become a flipper and you're saying how I took $10 to 1K. Then you preserve money by having a plan as you grow wealth. Have a plan on how you're going to preserve this money you are making, right? So that when you finally start making money from trading, you know that yes, I have the mind, like capacity to take higher risks. Because the higher the risks, the more expensive the Lambo is. You get. So now I'm going to remove this from the slide, right? I'm going to remove this from the slides and take you to the charts. I'm going to take you guys to the charts now. So I'm going to take you guys to the charts now. I'm sure you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see the charts? Can you also see the charts that we get right to business? Can you see the charts that we get to business? Alright, so okay, you guys can see the chart. Alright, that's good. Alright, so we're going to talk about how to spot and select the right pair to trade. How to spot and select the right pair to trade. Selecting the right pair to trade depends on your trading strategy. In trading, as you can see the charts, these are candlesticks, right? These are candlesticks. All these things are candlesticks. You can see all this drawing, every single thing on this chart. All these things are candlesticks, and you need a strategy. You need something to tell you that, okay, I should take a buy here, I should take a sell here. You need something to help you, because you cannot just come to the chart, like, right, and you see that market is currently at this place and you just enter a buy here or a sell. You'll be losing money that way. You understand? So you need a strategy. Strategy is what tells you, is a guide to show you what to look out for in the market. So now, what is a forex pair? What is a forex pair, and how to select a forex pair? There are different pairs. This BTC USD is crypto, right? Crypto and forex together, because USD is currency, BTC is Bitcoin. So there are different pairs. We have XAU USD, that is gold. Gold is not completely a currency pair too as well. We have GPUSD. Let me write them down here. GBP. we have GBP USD, we have XAUSD, we have BTC USD, we have GPP JPY. These are just the pairs I trade, right? So, and there are a lot of other pairs that to trade, right? So how do you select the right pair? You select the right pair based on volatility and your personality. So what I mean by volatility, right? Volatility means the speed of the market. Like gold, XAUSD and Bitcoin, BTC USD, they move fast. So the faster the pair, the higher the risk you take, and the faster you need to enter trades and leave trades, right? So, but GPUSD and like GPJPY too is kind of fast, but GPUSD and GPJPY, it's pairs that doesn't really need much risks and they don't really move that fast. So if you're someone that maybe your kind of day, you have just 1 hour to trade before work, and you go for high volatility pairs so you can just be done with the market before you go and focus on your work, right? If you're someone that have the whole time to trade, you can go for slower pairs so you can easily monitor them, and you're someone that doesn't know how to risk yet. If you are a complete beginner, I advise you start trading GPUSD, because you'll start learning with GPUSD. Start learning with GPUSD. Don't try and start learning XAUSD gold. From GPUSD you go to gold, then you go to Bitcoin. Because if you start learning XAUSD and BTCUSD and you end up in losses, you might become scared, and that fear is what's going to destroy your trading career. You understand? That fear is what is going to destroy your trading career. So I've already told you about Forex pair and the pair you should start trading, right? And now the market has a lot of data that is confusing. And the question is, how can I predict the market and make money from it? That is the question everybody asks. How can I predict the market and make money from it? First of all, you need to understand that you're not a magician, right? You cannot predict something. Definitely, sometimes you'll be wrong. That's why some people that don't know how to trade, or some people that are in complete losses, they have never touched money in their life. A trader is posting and they are being like, trader makes losses and all. Yes, definitely there will be losses, right? But the ability to make money from the TPs and profit is what makes you profitable. You're not a magician that will say that every single thing you're predicting is going in your direction. The fact that 80% is going in your direction, that makes you profitable. The moment you find anyone that has an 80% winning strategy, just know that person is profitable, right? 20% just shows that the person is human. Right? And sometimes the market does not always go in your direction. So how are you able to predict the market 80%? What makes you have an upper edge than other people who are confused and don't know when to enter the market or take trades? So the first one is for you to follow the trend, and the second one is for you to understand volume and momentum. Do not lose me here. The moment you lose me here, you will not get what I'm trying to say. Do not lose me here. Focus and listen to what I'm trying to say. Get your notes, focus and listen to what I'm trying to say, right? The first one is trend and the second one is volume and momentum. What I mean by trend is that if the market is buying, you buy. If the market is selling, you sell. You know this already. Market is buying, keep buying. The market is selling, keep selling. But now the question is, how do I enter a buying market and how do I enter a selling market without fear of that the market is going to retrace? Without fear that the moment I enter that buying market, I will become scapegoat and the market will start selling. But the first thing you have to have it in your mind is that if you see a buying market, buy. Look out for only buys, except you know how to take reversals. If you see a selling market, look out for only sells, except you know how to take reversals. So I've already talked about trend, right? So let me show you like a trending market. This market is trending downwards. You can see it's breaking higher highs. It's breaking higher lows and lower lows. It's breaking it. Higher highs, higher lows. You can see it. Lower lows, lower highs. Sorry, lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs. This market is trending downwards. I think that this market is trading downwards. You can just simply use your trend line tool if you cannot really see that it's trending downwards to just draw your trend line, right? And the other thing is that if you are looking for a trend line, right, a trend line, know that once market has touched that trend line, I'm telling you a secret now, 4 times expect a reversal to the upside. Once market has touched your trend line 4 times, expect a reversal to the upside. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom, market did its last down and went up. Once market has touched your trend line 4 times, then your trend line on the higher time frame, right, on the higher time frame 4 times, then the 4th time start looking for reversals. The 4th time start looking for reversals, and any other trade you take in that trend is like a risky trade. So you can see the market touched here 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom, went up. But if market just touched 1, 2, and 3, right, you can be looking for trade in that trend within that zone. But when market touches the 4th time and start going down, expect a break of the trend. So and the second one is now, right, volume and momentum. You know that momentum means speed of something in a particular direction, right? And volume is the number of people. For every buyer there's a seller, and for every seller there's a buyer. So the number of buyers or sellers in that particular market. So now you can see the market is trending to the downside, right? And you can see that we are seeing mostly sales. You can see here that the buys were very few. Once you see like a drop like this, you see a drop here, you see this drop, and you see that buyers momentum here is very small. Once you see this tip and buyers momentum is very small, you see these rejections, take a sell, because sellers are still in the market. Take a sell. But you now come all the way down here, you see that buyers momentum is now increasing. This one is getting bigger than this one. This one is getting bigger than this momentum here. You can see the momentum here, right? Then it's time for you to know that, okay, buyers are now coming in, right? Buyers are now coming in. Then you now see that these buyers here now took price all the way up here. People now will be scared here and start entering sales. But they are making the biggest mistake of their life, because they have already seen that buyers have really come in with their momentum. So mainly you will see this, that buyers came in here with their momentum, and you can see that sellers are beginning to struggle. It's time for you to tell you that, okay, at least I can enter a short buy. Does not mean that you now enter a buy that you'll be putting the buy tip, you will not be huge. No, you just saying that, okay, I can enter a modest buy here. I have a trend line drawn, I can enter a modest buy. So when you want to predict the market, right, look for momentum, volume, and trend. The trend is showing you the direction you follow, while the momentum and volume is telling you that, okay, I am entering this trade towards that direction. Just like, for example, now you are traveling to, let's say, you're traveling to the USA, for example, right? You're taking a plane. You know that, okay, the route to the USA, let's say it's like they have their maps and everything, right? But let's just say it's straight, right? And you know that you're taking a plane, right? The plane is your momentum and the plane is your volume. The USA is the direction, the trend is the straight line you're following, right? Is your trend and your direction to like the country you're going to. While the plane you're entering, the hours you spend in that plane, your stops and everything is your momentum and your volume. The place you will need to drive faster in order to get your direction and the route is free, that is your momentum. But when the paths you are following to that road become clustered, you begin to know, okay, I need to slow down. I cannot drive as fast as possible to that momentum. And that's what happens here. Consider that buyers and sellers still having the same momentum, right? It's meant to tell you that here you don't look for long RRs, long trades with what I mean by RR is like looking for very large TP, right? Because you can see that the momentum of buyers and sellers are beginning to look like the same thing. Are you with me? If you guys are with me, because it feels like I'm already speaking to myself. If you're with me, leave it in the chat box and just write, I am with you, I am following you, I'm gaining value. Any of them. If you're with me, you can just write, I'm gaining value, I'm following you, and I'm understanding what you're saying. So when I ask the question, which pair are we dealing with? It's up, gold, XAUSD. The pair does not matter. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. The pair does not matter. Sorry, BTC USD. Sorry, this XAUSD. BTC USD. The pair does not matter. Listen to the strategy I'm telling you, because you can use it on any pair. The pair does not matter. So if you can hear me, if you are with me, just this kindly write, I am with you, I am understanding you, I am gaining value. Right. So I'm waiting for you guys' messages on the chat box so I can understand that you're following me and I'm not just wasting my time and all, because I'm trying to be as fast as possible. So can you guys with me? All right. All right, so let's get back to business. All right, let's get back to business. So from what I've spoken about momentum, trend, I've spoken about um, momentum, trend, how you can find your way in the market with trend and momentum. Right, let me also chip this in right before we leave the charts. Right, whenever you are in the trend and momentum, right, you now need to know exactly where to enter, and that's your entry. The strategy you trade with, right, I'm telling you all this is trend, volume and momentum. This is the strategy, right? But you need something to for you to have a sniper entry. This thing I'm trying to tell you right now is, if you want to like give your SL room, let's say you enter a trade here, you want to give your SL room as possible. But if you want to have a strategy that you can enter here as little as this sniper, make your SL as tight as possible and have a very huge TP, you need to have a definite strategy that is going to show you this. For you to follow momentum and direction, you can get this because you are trading with direction and volume. But for you to just take trades in and out, because a lot of people do this, if you want to scalp and all, take sniper entries, then you follow the strategy you trade with. And strategy that me I trade with market structure, momentum, then I look for my POIs and I use liquidity. That's the strategy I trade with. And I cannot start telling you what this meaning and every single thing on this call, right? Because it will be too much information overload. This call was created for an hour because I know that maximum human attention ends at 20 minutes of a conversation. So right now, all this I just told you now, so you can also make your research about it: momentum, market structure, liquidity, and POI. So write this down. Write it down. So if all this I've said so far, because we're still progressing in this class, have helped you and you are discovering and learning new things about this market, just imagine, right? All these things I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to speed up my knowledge, right? I'm trying to tell you guys, and you are learning from this. Just imagine people that have stayed with me and people that in my inner circle with me for a lifetime are learning, because I drop weekly videos there. So what we are covering here, or we still cover, because we have a lot of things to still talk about, we still have a lot of things to discuss, and what we are covering here and what we will still cover is just a piece of many other things that AniTrading Hub Academy has provided solutions to. So as we cover this class, still stick with me, because you will still get to learn some information. As I said before, I cannot tell you every single thing about trading on this call, or every single important detail, but I will tell you the ones you need the most. This is a short call, so stick with me, right? If you want every single thing like entry, you need detailing and everything, then you can join the academy. That one, you take your time to learn. You won't be under pressure, and I won't be under pressure to teach you. So right, the 2 minute strategy to flip or grow an account. This is the last topic. No, this is not the last, but the 2 minute strategy to flip or grow any account size. Like I said, trading strategy is the guide that tells you what to do in the market. If you don't see your setup, you don't take a trade. If you don't know the direction you are going to in the market, please don't take a trade till you see what you are looking out for. Because if you don't know what you are doing in the market, you get confused. I know the market is only buy and sell, but you need to have a reason for buying. I need to have a reason for selling, so that you don't get caught up. Because if I take profit in the market, if I hit TP, that means someone is losing money. Someone was my liquidity. Someone got liquidated for me to make money. I always tell people that be the one to take money from the market. Do not be anyone's liquidity. And that is only possible if you trade your setup. So apart from understanding direction and trend in the market, a precise strategy with confluence shows you what to look out for, patterns and key points, which will make trading easy for you, right? Trading is easy if you know what you are doing, but trading becomes hard if you don't know what you are doing. Trading becomes confusing if you don't know what you are doing. Trading becomes scary if you don't know what you are doing, right? So if you want trading to be easy for you, you need to have something, you need to have a guide. A vehicle has a guide on how you drive it, how you turn your steering, right? Just like trading, you need a strategy, a guide to show you, okay, it is okay for me to take a buy, it's okay for me to take a sell. The 2 minute strategy to flip or grow any account is to trade market volume. And the easiest way to trade market volume is by looking at each candlestick that is formed. I'll repeat myself again. The easiest way for you to trade market volume is to look at every candlestick that is formed. If you have not read this book, If you have not read this book, what's the name of the book? You don't come, let me remember. Candlestick Bible. The Candlestick Bible, right? I advise you go and look for the book. But if you want the book, I think I have the link. Just message me and I'll send you the link. At the end of the class, just message me the Candlestick Bible and I'll send you the link to get the book. The book is free. It's an online book if you're reading the soft copy. The Candlestick Bible. It's a very good book. An excellent book. So what I mean by trading each candlestick volume, you can see right here that candles were making shorts, shorts. You can see that we had this buy and we had this like 4 sell candles, right? If you are a person that enters with FOMO trading, you can put your entry here, do your stop loss here, make your stop loss huge, put it here, you put your buy, boom, nice SL, nice SL. Maybe your strategy is break and retest. You think that once candle breaks the zone, boom, you start going up. But you can see that you will get hit by SL, right? Crazily, because you don't look at 2 things: volume and candlesticks. Immediately we see that we had this huge sell right here, and we see that buyers are struggling. Buyers are struggling after this huge sell. Just know that the sellers are in this market, right? And we can see that this engulfing, this candlestick up here came in, and buyers might think that alright, time to enter. They're now seeing these short sales. They are still thinking that market is going to still go in their direction. Then all of a sudden they see this huge drop. This candlestick that is moving in small like here, I'm just trying to tell you that there are no buyers in the market any longer. It's sellers we are here, because you can see that these are thick buys and they are not like huge wicks. These are thick sales and they're not like huge wicks. This is just trying to tell you here, this zone, that the sellers are in the market. Buyers are not even struggling or competing anymore. So mainly you see something like this. Just avoid buys, right? And if you see it in the opposite direction for a buy, you can see what happened here too. You can see it, right? The market goes up. You take a buy. I hope you guys are following me, right? I hope you guys are following me. This is actually making me to now want to go into telling you about market structure and everything, but we can't do all those things in this call. So I'm telling you the most essential thing you need: volume, trend, and momentum. Look at the candlesticks and what they are saying to you. Look at the direction of the market and what it's saying to you, and look at the buyers in the market and the sellers. Compare them. The one that is more in the market, you take the direction in that direction, right? So like I said, the 2 minutes strategy to grow an account or flip an account is to follow a trend. So imagine you now see something like this. You see this huge drop, you see this struggling with buyers and sellers, and you now take your sniper from here. Because after seeing this stuff, you don't take your sniper from here. Snipers are usually short. You just take your snipers. You want to flip your account, your SL is somewhere like here. Somewhere like here, for example, now. And you open a lot of positions and you are trying to like flip your account, right? So that market just went down. You have hit TP, you have flipped your account. So for you to flip account, you need to be precise in what you are entering. And for you to grow your account, you also need to be precise, because anything that makes you lose money, you are in drawdown, because you are growing the account, right? Any single thing that makes you lose money, you are in drawdown. Alright, so let me share the slides. Let me share the slides of the class. Let me share the slides of the class so that I can answer common questions. I will get to answer questions when I'm done with the class. Fine. I'll get to answer questions when I'm done with the class. So if you have questions, just stick with me to the end. I'm sure you can see the the slides that I'm setting. So here are frequently asked questions. How do I start learning Forex? We are in this class, so this should not be a question because you are already still learning Forex from this class. That should not be a question because I've started learning Forex from this class. So go back to watch this recording all over and all over again to get details. Anything I've said that you may not understand, you have Google. Like I said, POI, go to Google and search what is POI. That is how you learn fast. I'm giving you a hack on how to learn fast. Alright? What is Forex trading? Forex trading is exchanging money for another currency. Like you're exchanging USD for BTC, you're exchanging USD for GBP for USD. It's simply just foreign exchange. Exchanging two currencies, right? Just like I have dollars and I want to change to Naira. I go somewhere, I say, please give me Naira, I will give you my dollar. Exchange. I'm buying Naira with my dollar. So you understand, right? That is foreign exchange market. Is it hard to learn Forex? Honestly, it's not hard. It depends on you and how you learn. It was hard for me because I didn't have anybody to teach me. I was wasting my time on YouTube. So it was very, very hard for me to learn Forex. I was confused. I don't know what to do. I had no direction. I had a lot of knowledge, but I don't know how to use that knowledge. So it was hard for me at first. God bless my mentor because he did a lot of job training me. He did a lot of job. And if I had not swallowed my pride or taken cash and paid my mentor, right, I would have still been stuck to today. Very stuck. Because I was thinking YouTube would change my life. Honestly, there's knowledge on YouTube here, but it's not precise. It's not telling you exactly what you need to know. It's just telling you different information. A lot of information that does not correlate with each other. How long will it take to make money from Forex trading? It can take you 2 days, it can take you 3 days, it can take you 1 year, it can take you 6 years. It depends on you and how you want to take it, how fast you want to learn and make money. It all depends on you. You tell yourself, I want to learn this Forex trading thing, right? They have a plan. I'm going to learn this particular strategy, I'm going to practice it, and I'm going to start making money by June. Depends on you. But you don't tell yourself with hope, right? I'm going to go to YouTube and search anything I want to search and be practicing scatteredly. You don't have a specific direction, right? It will take you a very long time. But if you have a goal, if you have a plan, if you have what you want to do and when you want to do it, to take you as short time as possible, right? Can Forex market crash? Forex marketing cannot crash, right? Because the moment Forex market crash, just know that your Naira is useless. Any money you're using is useless because there's no medium of exchange any longer. So Forex can never crash. It has been there for years. Even before they gave birth to a lot of people, it has been here for years and it's still here to stay. So can Forex trading make you rich? That's not a question. Forex trading can make you wealthy, not rich. That's not a question. All of us are growing, right? All of us are still growing. If you find what works, then Forex trading can definitely change your life. Why do I want someone to show me exactly what to do in trading? You don't need to find someone. Are you willing to learn from that person? That's the question. Not where should you find someone, right? And I want to tell other people this thing, right? People message me in my DM because When I finally found what works, I was so happy. It took me time to learn it. I went offline just to practice my strategy. And where do I find someone to show me exactly what to do in trading? Are you willing to take what it means to learn? That person that have figured it out, right? That person that has figured how to trade, the person that has figured the strategy, have more than 500 people like you messaging the person in the DM that teach me how to trade. If that person leave the chat to teach everybody individually how to trade, the person will be poor. The person will die of hunger because the person gonna get trading. The only thing that now separates you from those people that are in the person's DM is what value can you offer for value, right? If one is spending time to teach you something, the person is spending time, and time is expensive. For you to spend something, you have to make it. So for me to spend time teaching you, then you have to offer value for value. That's why I always tell people, don't say, where do I find someone to teach me? No. Are you ready to be taught? Are you ready to do what it takes to learn? You have to have a commitment. So if you see from this picture, right, it will be easier for you to learn from anybody at any time, right? But if you feel like you cannot go through this method of paying someone to teach you, then you can go to YouTube, right? If you cannot afford to spend money, then you can spend time. Last, you will still spend something, right? You get. Do I provide Forex training? I have an academy, so I provide Forex training. I'm just saying this because you ask questions because I had a poll, right? I had the questions, and these questions were mostly asked. So do I provide Forex training? Yes, I have an academy and I provide Forex training. Apart from having a poor strategy, the biggest problem traders face, or anybody trying to make it online, is loneliness. That means nobody understands them, and doing all this hard work to make money is very lonely. Nobody to be accountable. Sometimes some people want to give up. They want to watch movies, play games, be distracted, all because they are lonely, right? They don't know what to do, and the fact that they are lonely and confused is making things harder for them, right? Their psychology is messed up, all because they don't have anybody to show them or be with them in this their growing stage. This happened to me, and it was not easy to leave this stage. How I left this stage was my mentor. God still bless him. He helped me to leave this stage by adding me with people that knew better than me, right, to help me grow. So I have a question to ask, right, and you guys should reply me in the comments. Would it be a bad, like yes and no, just simply yes and no? Will it be a bad idea if I explained every single thing about trading from scratch? Especially if this will cost me 21 hours of my time. Plus, if I decide to do it all in a day. Will it be a bad idea for me to explain every single thing of trading, even if this will cost me more than 21 hours of my time? And do you oppose the idea of a community that will help you grow, and that you can post your trades, speak about your trading challenge, and there's someone to help you as you speak out about these challenges? Do you oppose the idea of a community that will help you grow, somewhere that you can post your trades, speak about your trading challenges, and there's someone to help you grow? So just answer me a yes or a no. A yes or a no. That will do, so we can move on. So one is saying I should speak louder. You guys cannot hear me. I'm speaking as loud as possible that my throat even hurts. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me, right? If you can hear me, just comment I can hear you, because I just checked the comment section and someone is asking me to speak louder. How loud can I speak again? Where I am is very quiet, so you guys should hear me. If you can hear me, just say I can hear you, please, to help me. I've spent enough time here. Alright, so let's get back to the training, right? Alright, so you guys can hear me and you guys are saying no, 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 no. That is not a bad idea, right? It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea for me to show you guys to a community, and for me to take 21 hours of my time to tell you every single details. Because even if I rush to tell you every single thing about trading, you'll be confused. You cannot do anything. It's not even possible. Like, honestly, it's not possible for you to learn every single thing about trading on this call. Like, it's literally not possible. If I tell you that it's possible, I'm lying. But I'm giving you like the basic things that can change your mindset and change your trading goals in the long run, right? So now that you know that your profitability in trading is fully dependent on having a strategy, and you know that a strategy isn't gotten or learned in a day, the question now is, how do you learn this strategy at your convenience? And also, how do you join my community where you can ask questions and share your progress? The question is, how do you learn the strategy at your convenience? Because a rushed learning phase, you will get confused. And also, how do you join my community where you can ask questions and share your progress? I love life mentorship, right? But most life mentoring and all, people don't really grasp or learn because they cannot go back to watch those videos over and over again when they are confused. They cannot. You attain a trading setup by mastering the charts, having gone through a course guide or schooled by a mentor, or having someone whom you mirror, or even through free resources on YouTube. So you can learn by a course guide, having schooled by a mentor, and even through free resources on YouTube. So this is a possible way for you to increase your knowledge, right? Possible way for you to increase your knowledge. But a lot of traders today have a poor strategy because they have no one to mirror. And I've spent years watching YouTube videos that have confused them. It's like they know so much, at the same time they know very little. This is what made me waste 1 year. If I had not wasted this 1 year, if I had met my mentor on time and early in my first year of trading, oh god, I don't even know, but there are a lot of things and mistakes I would have never made. I would never lost money the way I lost money then. So would it be a bad idea if I help you solve all these problems I've told you about? Problems of wasting time, problems of loneliness, problems of not having a community. I'm sure it will not be a bad idea if I help you to solve this problem. Because me, I had that problem, right? I had that problem and I looked for a way to solve it, and my mentor helped me to solve this problem. If he had not pitched to me to help me solve this problem, I would have still be stuck. But as he helped me solve this problem, I am where I am today, all because of him, and I'm still grateful and thank him to this day. So there are two options for you to take back home from here. The first one is, let me help you solve this problem, or you can go back and watch YouTube videos. All is okay, right? All is very much okay. This is possible, and the way I can help you solve this problem is through the academy I created, which is called AniTrade Hub Forex Academy, right? And this academy is not something that you just it's like an academy I created for traders, because the journey is very lonely, right? It's somewhere I always preach to my students: keep posting your trading journey, keep posting how you were learning today, so that tomorrow you go back and see your growth. The academy I created for traders to be accountable and to learn a strategy that works. I tell them what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, right? So because if you stay with me to the end of all this thing I'm saying, you have the opportunity of joining the academy at a discount of 80% off the price. I'm just saying this to you because I've already given you most knowledge here, and because you listen to the end of this, which means that when you finally join the academy, you are willing to learn and you have the zeal to learn. And it's a gift for me to you only on this call and only for tonight, right? You have the opportunity of joining the academy at 80% off the price. The academy is not free. It cannot be free, because if I teach you for free, I will not have time to trade, right? So me teaching you at a price is just you paying for, you are paying for my time, right? You're just paying for me to know that, okay, you have invested in this, right? You will focus on it. If it's free, this class is free, right? Over 600 people on the group, and this class is free. And only how many people are joining this class? If I keep doing this free class, I'm wasting my time, and you guys are not investing in it because you are not paying for it, right? But this one, I have the opportunity of joining any trading hub at 80% off the price because you are on this call. So the academy is a registered academy. As you can see, this is a certificate of registration, and it's created for struggling traders to understand markets and to make money from the forex market. I registered this academy, so it won't be like something that starts and stop. No, this is for a lifetime. That's why it's registered. It's for a lifetime. So if you join the academy now at 80% off, you have the opportunity of being on this academy, this community, for a lifetime. You understand? Where anything I learned newly, because I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I share it with you, and I'm more experienced than you, so that's an edge for you as well. And you can ask me questions when you are confused. So to sign up for the academy is for $715. But since you have decided to stay with me to this point, let me keep my promise, right? So by purchasing this, by joining the academy, you will not join at this amount because it's too expensive, right? I have like 3 to 7 students that have joined at this price, but for you, you would not join here, right? You can join the academy by purchasing the Advanced Forex Mastery Toolkit that I created. It's a subsidiary of the academy, and it's an opportunity for you to join the academy. It's a medium. So this is the Advanced Forex Mastery Toolkit, and this is all the things you will learn and more, because this is too small for me to write every single thing that's in the course program, right? So this course program is an opportunity for you to join the academy. And once you join this academy, right, there are a lot of bonuses you will get when the course gets updated, and any free resources advanced that are created, you will have access to the free resources in the future, right? All because you purchased this, right? And as I said, these are screenshots from the academy. Students are sharing their chat, asking me questions, their progress and all. You can see this is just a screenshot from the academy that I'm just putting down here, right? I cannot show the money that they have made and all because of privacy and all. That's why I do not post the money they have made, all because of privacy. I like to keep people's privacy. So how can you purchase the Advanced Forex Mastery Toolkit, and how much does it cost? Like I said, for staying to me to the end, you're going to get it at an 80% off. You understand? So the course is currently at 150k, but you can get it for 50,000 naira only. And you know the sweet part of it is that you're not getting the course at 50,000. For staying to the end, I have a gift for you, right? The course is currently at 50,000 naira. Now, at a bonus, right? It's getting back to its main price of 150,000 because all these things I've listed cannot be gotten at 50,000. It's too small, you get, for it. But now for you to stay to the end, for the first time people to purchase this course on this call, you have an opportunity to get it at 35,000 naira. And this is the only place you will see the opportunity of getting this course at this price now, because from next month the course is going to go back to the original price of 150,000 naira. The question now is, you might ask yourself, I cannot afford this course. But the question is now, can you afford not to learn this trading? Can you afford not to get this at this price? Because I know in the following years this course will never be at this price. It might even be up to 300,000 naira in the following years. Can you afford not to join a community that will help you grow? Can you afford to be lost and trading alone and keep losing money? That's the question. So now you're getting all these, a community, a course guide, bonuses and other things, up, down, sometimes down to signals, for 35,000 naira, which I even feel like you guys are cheating me, you get, right? But I'm doing this because I keep remembering that if my mentor have not given me an opportunity to learn under him, I would have still been lost till this day. And I'm giving you guys the opportunity to learn here, all because I'm giving that opportunity of how this changed my life, and I want you guys to also use this medium to also change your life in that direction. So for the first time people to purchase this course on this call, you're getting at 35,000 naira. And just in the screen, this account number on the screen, right? Because it's just for this call. Immediately after this call, the course is going back to, even if you use the link to purchase it, you will see that 50,000 naira, right? For you to get 35,000 naira, just send 35,000 naira to the account on your screen, right? The first 10 people to purchase this, send it to the account number on your screen, the account number on the screen, and you will get it. So if you cannot see the account number on the screen and stuff like that, before 11 p.m. you can message me and you can still have access to this 35,000 naira. But once it's past 11 p.m., right, you cannot have access to this course anywhere for 35,000 naira at all. And from next month it's going back to 150. So this opportunity for you to join the class. And also in the Advanced Forex Mastery Academy, the AniTrade Hub, we have live classes weekly. Right? Once you join, you see everything that goes on in the academy. And would you prefer to lose over 200 in the forex market and still have poor knowledge, or pay quarter of that and learn how to trade the right way? Like, people have lost money in forex. That money, they have just used that money to learn, and they are losing it, and they'll still keep losing more if they just want to take out from that money and pay and learn. You understand? So one person has congratulations, one person has already ordered the course. All right, so just message me with your name, your proof of funding, right? Your name, proof of funding, and 3 things hindering you from becoming a profitable trader. One person has ordered the course. Your name, proof of funding, and 3 things keeping you from becoming a successful trader. This will help me down to train you well, like to focus on your weaknesses, right? This will help me to focus on your weaknesses and train you better. So your name, 3 things hindering you from becoming a successful trader, and your proof of payment. So this is 5,000 naira. You can only get it from now to 11 p.m. Send this to number on the screen, the account number on the screen. So your account number on the screen. So if you are a foreign, if you are not, 2 people has already ordered the course. Okay, that's fast. So just send me your name, 3 things hidden for becoming a profitable trader, and for screenshots. If you are not in Nigeria, message me before 11 p.m. so I can send you the link to purchase it at this discount, right? Because after this call and after 11 p.m. you can never get it at this price. Okay, and as time goes, the value increases, right? The value increases, right? So you can see everything I've taught you here, how I bore down to teach you and every single thing, and this is just the iceberg of what you're going to get. So is there any, before we end this call and call it a night, right? Is there anything you need to know before you join the AniTrade Hub Academy, or before you take um the opportunity of joining the academy at this discount? Most people in the academy say will be upset I'm giving you at this discount because they know what they paid for it, right? But I'm giving it for you at this discount because you took out time to come and join this free class. And I feel like if you can take out time to spend 1 hour 30 minutes with me, you can take out time to take the course program and be in the academy, and you will learn. Because I'm focused on only teaching people that are ready to grow. That's my stuff. I only teach people that are ready to grow. If you're not ready to grow, then you will not even take out money from your account to pay for an academy. You understand? And my influence is that I'm a supporter of growth. You're either growing with me or you're in the wrong place, or you're not ready to grow. But it's not how that you'll be in my academy and you're not growing. Not possible. Alright, so I've come to the end of this call, right? You can still take advantage of the discount, or you can just go online on YouTube and watch free videos and learn. That's also a bonus for you too, right? So the court is in you, the ball is in your court, right? I saw a question here. Let me answer the question. You can join the academy by, I've said it, you can join the academy now at the discount by paying 35,000 naira to the account number here. Let me just copy it, right? So send the account number here, then message me, right? Message me through the group, your name, proof of funding, proof of payment for the class, and 3 things hindering you from becoming a successful trader, right? So I also saw a question here, what time frame do I use? I use the 4-hour time frame, the 1-hour time frame, 15 minutes time frame, and 30 minutes. And the 45 minutes time frame. 1 hour, 45 minutes time frame, 30 minutes time frame, and the 4-hour time frame. Then I enter on the 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, so no other question I can see here. Alright, so I've come to the end of the class, right guys? We have come to the end of the class. I've come to the end of the class. So have a nice day, and make sure you take advantage of the discount I just gave before 11 p.m. So au revoir guys.